I don't know what we're gonna be doing this episode. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be doing something very lightly because I don't feel like doing main story. Right now I just feel like relaxing for a little bit. I feel like relaxing for a moment, this moment in time. I feel like relaxing for a second before I return to the heart throbbing, the new heart throbbing, and Monday, that's ongoing. That I'm not going to talk about because I just don't want to talk about some things here and there. I just have my own things I'd like to keep to myself. I'd love to keep myself. Anyway, I just wanna say, I'm about to say a lot of things that would relate to the phrase. The phrase I had a great day, a sleepy day, a day of laziness, even though I did some work here and there. It was a bit of a day to relax and recapture, to rewrite and to reread. It was a bit of a day to go through and rememorize the memories, the memorization. It's good to be back for an. It's good to be back. It's good. Oh, I say, oh, karinasai. Girls, and guys, and welcome back to Memoria Freese Y3, episode 924. Oh, welcome back to another episode. Banjo no Nananako o Hiro no Amashigate Imasuka Memoria Memoria. I just wish I could be able to tell you the unfolding, the unveiling truth. I just wish I could be able to tell you all the things that have been happening without your knowledge. Without your knowledge, there's just a million things. There's so many things. There's so many rings. There's so many tails. There's so many. There's so many. There's so many. There's so many things I can never count them all. Gents, ladies, welcome back to another episode of Danjo ni de motomeru no mashi ga tiru daro ka Memoria Freese Y3, episode 924. It's good to be back. Today was a pretty good day, I'd say. It was a pretty good day. Got some homework done. Learned that one of my teachers isn't going to be my teacher from now on, which sucks, but you know, what can I do? I watched my anime as per usual. I played Hollow Knight. I played more Hollow Knight about like an hour or two ago on the PS4. It was super cool. The graphics looks really great with the TV that I have. I just realized that. It looks so good, man. I played that for a bit. Besides that, I've just watched YouTube stuff. I watched Game Grumps and Danganronpa today. I'm excited because the next episode is hopefully going to be a large one, a thick episode. Because they're going into the class trial, into their first class trial, so it's going to be very hype. I'll finally get to see how the fabled class trial functions. It's gonna be fun. Besides that, yeah, I just watched anime. Hung out with my parents for a bit here and there. You know, walked around with my mom. Just overall a pretty chill day. Been getting a lot of Dream SMP. Been getting a lot of Dream SMP like character moments in my YouTube recommended. And apparently they're from like the past 2 days, and the past 2 days I haven't watched any of them, any of the streams or any of the VODs, because I've been focused on other stuff. So I feel bad, or don't feel bad, but it kind of ticks me off that I'm not able to watch all that stuff, because I'd rather watch the stream than the clips, but whatever. So that's been going on. Alright, so you remember the show that I was talking about last episode, right? Called Momokuri. So I actually finished that today. And look, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk for a bit. And if we're gonna talk, folks, you know what it's time for. It's time. It's time for. Wait for it. It's time for. Heroic Trials. Yeah. That's totally what I was gonna go with in the beginning. So let's talk. And sorry, by the way, sorry for the background sound ahead of time. Anyway. So look, I finished Momokuri today, and for the second time, but like for the first time this year. It's great. It was such a good show, and it was such a good show that I'm like, man, I really want to see what happened after the anime. And so I went to find the manga. I found the manga, and I'm gonna be able to read the manga online. That's very exciting. But besides that, after I'd finished Momokuri, I went to continue Itakis. And you know what? For those who have watched Itakis, and for those who love Itakis, and have watched the whole show, good to you. I love the show as well. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna finish it. It's probably like, what? He's not gonna finish a show again? What? Well, see, the thing is, folks, is that Itakis sort of just... Itakis sort of just... Okay, let me explain this. When I watch a rom-com anime, right? I'm usually looking for, that part, that scene, that kiss scene, or that realization scene, or a scene that's sort of just, like, it's the scene that defines that anime, and that it's the most memorable part of it. Not saying that there's other memorable parts beside, like, the kiss, or, like, that intimate moment, but, like, it is the moment. You know what I mean? So I'm always looking for that when I watch a rom com. When I watch a rom com that, any rom com really, and sometimes when I watch a rom com, I really get into not only the fact that, oh yeah, I want to see this happen, but I also get into the characters, and I like the characters and all this kind of stuff. Here's the thing with Oedipus. I got my fill of the characters. All right, I got my fill of the characters, and for me, I reached a point where I was satisfied with the story. Because look, here's the thing. When I watch a rom-com anime, I assume that it's gonna end with, like, oh yeah, like a kiss scene, and then it's like, we're awesome, we're good, epic times, and this and that. That's what I'm expecting, right? Or it doesn't always have to be a wholesome ending. It has to be like if it's a multi-season thing, then a cliffhanger, and then a cliffhanger, and then a cliffhanger, and then wholesome ending. But you get my point. Thing is with Oedipus is a 26 episode show, and there's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong about it is that I feel like, for me, it wrapped up too quickly. Because look, and I'm going to give some spoilers out. So if you want to watch Oedipus, watch it. If you haven't watched it, watch it. If you don't want to watch it, then, get the spoiler from me. Just because I'm about to spoil, like, everything, alright? Great, perfect, awesome, epic. Okay. So the two main characters, which I can't remember the names for the life of me, because I just don't care right now. Both of them. So the episode before. Okay. So how can I explain it? Episode 12. No. Episode 11. Yeah. I think it's it's episode 11. So episode 11, right? The main guy, who's sort of like a bit of a bit to the main girl, realizes that he really loves her, and like there's a possibility that she's gonna be engaged to someone else or whatever, and so then he goes and finds her, and like they both and she realizes, oh, he loves me and this and that, and that's great. I love that, right? And so after that, what happened is that the episode ends. We go into episode 12. They now sort of announce to each other that, like, they now pronounce to each other, like, oh yeah, we love each other, this and that, right? And then from that, they also need to tell their friends who they used to love or were loving them and all that kind of stuff. So that was episode 12, right? And then at the end of the episode, they tell their parents. I'm not sure if it's in the same episode, but I'm pretty sure it is. So in like the same episode or in the next episode, they tell their parents that they're dating, right? And then the mom, who's like infatuated with the main girl, and obviously her son. She's like, oh, I want you two to get married, and and just out of nowhere, she just props open a wedding open for them. Like she already got all the guests, all of that. And so literally, next episode, or not even the next episode, I think in the same episode, an episode right after, like in an episode in which they just realized, like, in which the main guy just realized his feelings, or just expressed his feelings to her. In that same episode, they get officially married. And for me, I'm like, I'm satisfied with that. Because it was a good wedding. It was a good end for me. And I didn't really I didn't really need the extra. I thought to myself that I don't really need to watch the extra, like, 12 episodes or so. Because I already got my fill of wholesomeness. Like, they got married. It's the end. You know, that... And so, I said to myself, like, okay, well, that's it. I mean, I'm satisfied with that. That's a satisfying ending. For me, I mean, like, they had trouble. They got used to each other. You know, they had a bit of falling out here and there, and then they proclaimed their love to each other. Now they're married. I'm cool with that. That's a good ending for me. I felt like I really didn't need to see more than that. Because that's like a rom-com where the main character, well, the two potential couple candidates, like, all I'm hoping for in the end is a moment, or they actually get together, or this or that. You know what I mean? But I do not. I never expect them to get, like, married, like, at the end of the anime. And if they did, I would assume that it would happen at the end of the anime. But this one was in the middle of the anime, and so the rest of the show is just their life afterward. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm fine with that. I've watched shows that are like that. I'm literally watching freaking Fly Me to the Moon, which is literally about that. But here's the thing, the difference between Fly Me to the Moon and Eat a Kiss is that Eat a Kiss has a whole build-up to the wedding, and the wedding isn't the finale of the show. Instead, it's the finale, like the mid-season, or the mid-show finale. Whereas Tonikawa, or Fly Me to the Moon, the whole premise is that, like, episode 2, they are married. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's just, I'm satisfied with it. I don't hate the show. I don't hate the show. I wouldn't put it in my top 50, but it's a great show. It's I'm satisfied with it. And so I finished Momokuri today. I finished Eat a Kiss as much as I really needed to. And now, folks, now I went on the hunt. I went on the hunt to find all the rom-com anime ever. Again. And, I came across Bloom Into You. I came across Place to Place, which I had seen. I came across, a bunch of stuff that I recognized and that I watched and that I heard of and whatnot. And then there came a point where I'm like, you know what? It's been too long since I've seen a new Yuri anime. And wouldn't you believe it, folks? But when I went to my anime lists and I looked up Yuri or Sojo Ai, is that what it's called? Yeah. It brought me all these shows that I had seen before, not all of them, but most of them. And then it showed me this one that sort of had like the same aesthetic as like, it sort of had the same aesthetic as Home. If you know that movie, it sort of had that same aesthetic, and I forget what it's called now, but I found that, and I saw that it was only 5 episodes, and I'm like, oh, that sucks. It looks really good. But the reason why it was 5 episodes was because it's ongoing. There's a Yuri anime going on in the fall season, and I'm like, dude, this is PogChamp. And so I've started watching it. I finished watching the first episode, and then I started watching the second episode, and then I was in the middle of the second episode, and now I'm here. And then I started recording, because I'm like, no. I have to record Memoria Freese before I get any deeper into this. It's such a good Yuri anime so far, man. It's so good. The way it's portraying things, it's just so wholesome. It's so light. It's so poetic. I mean, holy shit. So yeah, I'm watching that now. I found some other shows, found some other rom-coms that were interesting. One that seemed very, very weird to me, which I don't... I'm going to talk about once, and then I'm just never going to talk about again. It's basically this rom-com. It's this Yuri rom-com where these two end up together, but one of them, like... But apparently, like, their relationship is, like, based on a lie, because it seems like one of them... is trying to force the other one to, like, commit crimes with them, and even to the extent of, like, murder. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch that. It's a bit sus. So yeah, I'm not watching that. That seemed too scary to me. Yeah. And that's crazy to think that would scare me, says the person that watched Death Note. And, what else did I watch that was, like, mortally terrifying? Memoria Freeze. Yes, Memoria Freeze was mortally terrifying. Oh yeah, and Madoka Magica. There you go, those two. Did I watch any more dark anime? I forget. Speaking of Memoria Freeze, I also went through, I also found Memoria Freeze through my anime lists. And I read the description of, I read the tags, and it's like, violence, and I'm like, so it's like, it was like harem, it was like action, and there was a bunch of other ones, but I just saw violence, and I'm like, you don't say. I just thought it was so funny. So you don't say. That was so funny, man. Let's see. What else do I have to report? Besides anime. No. If I have more things to report on, I gotta think about it. But while I'm thinking about it, I might as well tell y'all what I'm probably gonna do after this episode, and that is prepare the premiere for Genshin Impact episode 24, which is coming out tomorrow as of recording this. So yeah, I might start preparing that. So yeah, that's gonna be cool. Speaking of preparing, I actually don't have a lot of homework this week, which I'm glad. For. So that's cool. What else? What else is pretty cool? Oh yeah, I continued my quest today on learning how to make eggs. Cooking eggs, not making eggs. I mean, same thing, just not really. Yeah, but I continued my daily quest in cooking eggs. And I did pretty good today. Today's egg, I put some sliced hot dog pieces in there. I've also been learning how to use a cutter board. Yeah, board cutter, yeah, that thing. Or cutting board, there you go, cutting board. I've been learning how to use that. So that's cool. And yeah, I did pretty good today. I'm really glad thus far. I'm learning things. It's pretty cool. Like, I'm learning how to work the stove and Cook the egg, take out the egg, when to lower the stove, you know, all that kind of stuff. Clean up, like if I want to clean up while cooking, like I just lower the temperature of the stove. Or of the, yeah, you got my point. It's just cool, dude. It's just cool. I really enjoy cooking. It's believe it or not, it's actually very calming. Like honestly, once I get used to it, I wouldn't be surprised if like to keep me calm, I just put some music on while I was cooking, because it's definitely a calming thing to do, cooking. For now, at least. Which is good. I like that. I'm hoping I'll be able to cook more things after I've learned how to cook an egg. Like, fully. Like, I mean, I know that I've learned. It's just I want to learn more. Yeah, so I'll see what else I can cook up. Maybe I'll learn how to cook, like steak patties. Cause we have those here. Maybe I'll even ask my mom to teach me if she knows how to make plantains and all that. Like just different kinds of foods. Oh, and I also want to make onigiri. That's right. Oh, God, I want to cook so many things. Jesus. Yeah, but that's my story for today. That's my report, folks. My report on my cooking. You know, honestly, I'm so hyped about cooking sometimes. Well, in the past few days, especially today, that like once I finish making the egg, I'm kind of unsatisfied because it's like, man, I wish I could make more. And so I'm hoping to find an opportunity later this week where I can either, like, once I've mastered how to cook an egg through and through, like without any like parental guidance, even though I could probably already do that, but I'm planning on maybe like waking up early one day and then just cooking an egg for everybody, because I think that'd be really cool. I think that'd be really sweet, I guess. A little thanks to my mom and Lewis for helping me with that. But who knows? We'll see how that goes. On top of that, what else do I really have to say? I don't think I really have to say much else, being honest. That's all. That's just the day. That's just how this day's been. I did oversleep. I went to sleep a little late last night. But yeah, besides that, not much happened. Flooding's decreased around where I live, so that's cool. But yeah, it's just been a day, dude. It's just been a real calm day. Once again. It's pretty crazy what I've heard in the news about how people probably won't get their Xbox S. I don't know what the new Xbox is called. What the new Xbox and the new PS and the new PlayStation. It's crazy to hear that they won't be that the people that pre-ordered both of the consoles won't be able to get the consoles on launch day. It's also crazy to hear that on launch day you're people are probably not even gonna be able to get, or not everyone will probably be able to get their consoles, buy consoles on launch day for PS5 at least. I'm hoping that me and Lewis will be able to do that, but I'm not sure. Because it's an online thing. It's an online thing this time, and so in order to do that, we'd have to do things. Which reminds me. Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Wait. Do I have school tomorrow? Wait a minute. Do I have school tomorrow? Guys, I don't think I have school tomorrow. Holy shit. Dude, I don't think I have school tomorrow. This is so cool. How do I know this? Well, let me tell you a little story. So a while back when I heard that the PlayStation 5 was going to come out on November 12th, I thought it would be cool for me to accompany Lewis to buy the PS5 at like GameStop or something. And so I checked my school schedule to see I was free that day. And I wasn't free on the 12th, but I was free on the 11th, because apparently I didn't have any school on the 11th. So that's how I remember. Dude, I don't think I have school tomorrow. Oh, this is so cool, champ. Oh, dude. Oh, that's so cool. That means I don't have to sleep today. Oh, that's so cool. I don't have to sleep. Pog champ. Oh, dude, that's so cool. I can get so much done tomorrow then. Oh, that's so cool. That is, if that's true. I hope they didn't change the schedule. Because if they did, I just start crying, folks. Watch me remember that now, and then tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be like, I gotta get to school, and then just completely forgot that I discovered that I've discovered something. Just so great. It'd be funny. Yeah, but I'm hoping that me and him can do that. We probably have to stay up late. Because if what they say is true, that the launch day is on the 12th, then I'm assuming the 12th means like 12 a.m. or 12 a.m. or like midnight type thing. Which means that me and Lewis would probably have to stay up till midnight, or I'd have to stay up till midnight for them and pre-order the PS5. Or just, buy the PS5 online. But we'll see. Speaking of the PS5, I've also heard like positive and negative reviews about it. I haven't really seen people play on it. I haven't really seen people's reactions to what it looks like and how it functions, because a lot of people have already gotten their pre-orders. AE, Jacksepticeye, and DanTDM, and the freaking IGN. I mean, why not? But yeah, I haven't really seen like the whole look of it. I mean, I know how the PS5 looks. I just don't know how the how the screen looks and how the main screen looks, and what are the game icons gonna look like? Are they gonna look the same? Are they gonna be squares? Are they gonna be triangles? Are they gonna be fucking like stars? I don't know. So yeah, but we'll see. A lot of things coming up, folks. A lot of things coming up. But for right now, I think this is a good place to stop. Good place to end. Folks, I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. Gonna be a fun day tomorrow, folks. Gonna be a fun day tomorrow. But before tomorrow, adios mas for watching an episode of Dungeon Down To Memoria Freese Y3. And yeah. Yeah. We'll just see. We will just see, won't we?